Southwest, southwest swell, 3 to 5 footers for you. Your high tide coming in right around 4 o'clock this afternoon and just under 4 feet for you. So yesterday, was it comfy for you? Well, it was 67 degrees. 69 is our seasonal average, so just a couple of degrees below that average mark. High pressure continues to build. It is dominating our atmosphere right now over the next few days. Really strong for us. 15 to 25 degrees above seasonal average. There's always clockwise flow around that, bringing us some very strong winds. This high pressure system, which brought us all that heat, starting to move on out of the way. As that low starts to nudge on in, that's what's going to be bringing us the cooler conditions today. Temperatures dropping about 5 to 10 degrees. Good morning, everyone. It is 63 degrees in downtown right now. Winds 9 miles an hour out of the south for downtown. We are looking at a wind advisory, though, for the mountains as well as our desert communities until 3 a.m. on Wednesday. So all day today, all day tomorrow, I expect to see some very windy conditions. A rain and cloud forecast showing that we're going to be seeing a few extra clouds out there compared to what we've been seeing, which is good news because with that we are holding in some moisture. Check that out. Some moisture in our atmosphere, definitely good news. Some of that may hit the ground. This is late tonight, right around 10 p.m. So into tomorrow morning you may see light drizzle on your windshield. Nothing major. We're talking 10 to 20%. 68 degrees at the coast for us today. That is right at average, right where we should be. Yesterday was 70 degrees, so we're dropping the temps down for today. Inland 73 degrees, getting even cooler into the 60s for tomorrow. Inland for the next couple of days, and then gradually warming back up into the 70s by Friday for the coast and inland communities, maybe even seeing some 80s inland by Sunday. Mountains, don't forget about that wind advisory, 64 degrees, 90 in our deserts, dropping more than 10 degrees tomorrow for the mountains and the deserts, and then gradually warming up once again. Let's take a look at traffic too, see what the roads are up to on this Monday morning. Let's take a look at this jet stream forecast. We've got an upper level closed low here, so dipping things down, that jet stream taking a dive, bringing us those cooler conditions, ushering in some cool air and some moisture. So tomorrow we may see some showers out there, maybe even some thunderstorms, and then by the time we get to right around, well, Friday on into Sunday, things start to shift for us as we get that ridging happening. So high pressure system starts to build back in, bringing us warmer conditions for the weekend, especially Memorial Day. That's when it looks like things are topping out. Rain and cloud forecast showing some pretty decent skies for us. A lot of clear conditions out there, but don't be too surprised when these clouds start rolling back in. And again, tomorrow, especially 2, 3, 4 o'clock, that's what we're looking at. The band of showers rolling on through. Light showers for the most part, but we're hoping for some measurable rain. Again, maybe some thunderstorms as well. Fair conditions for our surfers today. Southwest swell, 3 to 4 footers. 68 degrees. At the coast today, 71 inland on the climb, especially by the time we get to Memorial Day. That's Monday, 74 at the coast, 83 inland. Let's take a look at traffic, see what the roads are up to on this Wednesday morning. That is a hot start to the day. Winds there are pretty calm for us. That is the one bit of good news, is that the winds are starting to mellow out for us. We still do have this red flag warning in effect for the mountains as well as the inland valleys. That was extended until 5 p.m. today, so it keeps getting extended. But the winds a little less intense than we've been seeing over the last couple of days, so that is a little bit of a saving grace. Humidity levels still very low for us in the single digits, only at about 5% at certain times today, so getting very dry once again today. And again, with these winds, they are starting to mellow out a little bit for us. Here's a look at this wind forecast. We keep the timestamp right here under the word wind. So intense winds, the most intense winds, at least for the Escondido and Poway areas, coming in at around 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon, and still only about 10 to 12 miles an hour. So that is great news considering yesterday these were really intense for us. So at least mellowing out in terms of the winds, but still very hot for us out there. 93 degrees is where we were yesterday at Lindbergh Field, our official reporting station. The average this time of year, 68 degrees. So you can see that big jump that's happening. And the old record was 87. We beat that by about 6 degrees. And that was set back in the 50s. So it was certainly a while since we've seen these temperatures this high. 96 degrees is what we are aiming for today at the coast. So that's still above what we saw yesterday. So again, today, the hottest day is what we're expecting today, at least for the week. 105 in our inland valleys, gradually cooling down. Tomorrow still hot for us, but look, the weekend looking much better, into the 70s at the coast and into the 60s at the coast by the time we get to Monday. Let's take a look at traffic too and see what the roads are up to on this Thursday morning. High pressure continues to build. It is dominating our atmosphere right now over the next few days. Really strong for us. 15 to 25 degrees above seasonal average. There's always clockwise flow around that, bringing us some very strong winds as well, offshore flow. 88 degrees yesterday at Lindbergh Field, our official reporting station. Now 68's the average, so that's 20 degrees above that average. Not just that, but we also tied the old record of 88 that we set back in 1979. So it's been quite a while since we've seen temperatures get this hot. And today, bumping these temps up another 5 degrees at the coast, getting to 93 degrees. So if you are outside at all, be sure to drink plenty of water. Try to stay in the shade, wear loose clothing as well, light clothes also. 96 for our inland valleys, and getting even warmer over the next few days, getting to maybe about 101, triple digits for our inland valleys by the time we get to Thursday, gradually cooling it down, especially as we hit Sunday, back into the 70s for the inland as well as our coastal communities, and then Monday cooling off even more so. In the mountains, 77 degrees for you today, warming up to 83 by Friday, 96 in our deserts, triple digits by Friday. Don't forget dry conditions, very, very strong winds for us out there, gusts up to about 60 miles an hour, and these temps really soaring for us. Let's take a look at traffic and see what the roads are up to on this Tuesday morning.